How's it going, everybody? Tonight we are going to try to finish most of the interior on the Nova. So we got carpet, console, seats, and a little bit of dash work. And we're gonna try and knock this out, make it look good. Stay tuned, let's see how it goes. All right, so we are back with the Nova. We got a little bit of a long road, but we're gonna get there. So we've done a little bit already. You guys know about the dash lights. We put LEDs in there. We got the carpet pretty well in, as well as the console. So I will say, just straight up, put this carpet in. I cut the hole for the shifter, and I cut the hole for the front console mount. Thought, man, we're good. Put the console in. Looks good. Happy with it. Well, turns out the little wear pad thing for the pedals, it was like clear back here. Don't know what I was thinking or what I was doing. I just kind of slapped it in. I was all about it, gung-ho. Luckily, the holes that we cut, we ended up sliding it forward. Excuse me. Ended up sliding it forward about 5 inches. Didn't really affect anything, so you can't see anything under there anyway, but it happened, so I'm going to tell you about it. But this still doesn't seem quite far enough forward to me, but if I go any further, this is not going to overlap, and we have to have a little bit back here for the seat to grab so it doesn't slide out. So I think we're in a good spot. It's going to get, you know, floor mats anyway, so you're not going to see it, but it just kind of was a little bit odd to me where the placement ended up. This is the same brand of carpet I used in the Chevelle, and it was perfect. This one fits really well. It just seems like it's a little short on that end, and it seems like the wear pad should have been moved forward, but I could be doing it completely wrong. I don't know. I'm not I'm not a professional at this, so here we are. But now we got this mounted. I will have to kind of clean up under here to make that look a little better through the hole. There is a slide plate. Doesn't seem like it's gonna work, so I'm not sure kind of how that would have came from the factory, to be honest, but we're gonna make it look good. We got the little gauge pod in there. That looks good. And luckily that little hole that we made for the front mount will be good to tuck all the wires for the gauges and stuff up out of the way underneath the carpet, so you won't see any of that. So it all worked out. But this is pretty well laid in here. And what we're gonna do, you guys saw this with the Chevelle, but that was way back, and we got a lot of new people since then. So the plan here, because we got the seats and seat brackets, the plan is we will go underneath, poke up through where the hole is, so you'll have a little bit sticking through. And then what we do, we take our nice little vice grips and our punch. We're gonna heat this part up with the torch. You get that nice and red hot, and then where the pick is sticking up through, we're just gonna put that right in there. What that does, one, makes the hole bigger, you know, bolt about that size, so good size for the bolt. Two, it's gonna cauterize the carpet, however you want to call that. Basically the heat is just going to make a nice round hole. It'll be hard to touch. You won't have any of the frays and stuff with the carpet. It'll be a perfect little hole for the seat bolts. So we'll do that 4 times on each side, and then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put the seat brackets in at least. We might not put the seats in quite yet, or we might just put them in loose. but that will keep the carpet from moving, and then we can put in, you know, shove it up under the panels wherever it needs to. We do have new door sills on the way, because I'll show you the old ones real quick. The old door sills look like that, just torn up, deteriorated, pitted, nasty. You know, that doesn't look good. So on a brand new carpet, brand new dash pad, door panels, headliner, all that stuff, you don't want to put nasty door sills back in. So we do have the rear ones, the sill extenders, and they are in good shape. So we'll go ahead and clean them up a little bit and use those. Those will be fine. You won't really see them anyway. But we do have the new ones coming for the front, so that'll look nice. But enough talking. Let's get to making holes, see if we can't get seats in here, and then button up the rest. I did go ahead and take the steering wheel back off. It was just loosely in there anyway, just to give us some more room. That way we're not bouncing our head off of it. So let's stick these through here and try to mount some seats. All right, so first hole is gonna be right here, if you can see that. But we're gonna go ahead. We can get this nice and hot. Just like that. You got our first hole. It's nice and perfect lined up with everything. And we're good. So what I'm gonna do now, you can see that nice spot there. I'm gonna go ahead and put a bolt in there from the top. That way it keeps that located so the carpet doesn't shift. That way when we put our bolt or our hole up here somewhere, it's not completely wrong. So we'll slide a bolt in that so it can't move. We'll keep our carpet nice and tight, and then we'll do the next three over here. And we'll move to that side. Pretty simple. We decided to go with the Procar 80 by Scat Seats. Dad wanted a high back bucket, and these were good price point, and they looked really nice. We got them in. They are super comfortable, and I think they're going to be great for this. So let's get them in here. So the brackets that are in here already are the bench to bucket adapter brackets for a Procar seat for a 68 to 74 Nova. So we will get these things lined up and bolted in. We got one in. I think it's kind of all the way forward. If I yet. Scoot back a little bit. Looks pretty good. So one thing we liked about these seats is kind of lines and stuff kind of matched everything. Go ahead and slide the wheel on a little bit. Let's see how this feels. Kind of way back. It's a little far back for me because I'm short. The steering column is not up all the way, but yeah, feels pretty good, to be honest. Probably a little bit high, but nothing a little bit of backwards tilt can't fix. I think it's good. I think once that steering column's up all the way, shifter's on a nice spot. That's reverse, so that's kind of all the way up. Yeah. First, second, third, fourth. Reverse is kind of hard to find. But yeah, super happy. This is comfy. I'm liking that. It is kind of tight to the console, but I did kind of scooch the console over a little bit just on this end. That end's pretty well stocked, but I scooted it over just a little bit because we don't have a bucket seat console shifter lever, so they basically come up and come over and back up to center it in the hole. We don't have that, so we did have a little adapter thing, but that didn't quite get us where we wanted it. So I scooted this over, so this is in reverse, and it is basically as far over as it'll ever go, and it clears plenty, top, side. So I'm happy with that. And you'll still be able to see the gauges and all that stuff, so we're good there. Let's get this other seat in. Welcome back. Second night. So as you can tell, it's the next day. Kind of quit a little early the other night. It was getting late and needed to go to bed. So, update. Both seats are in. Both seats are very comfortable. And they slide forward and back. Lean back and forward, do the thing. So, that's pretty well it for the interior side of things right now. So, like I said, we got these ordered. So we're kind of waiting to finish that up anyway. I'm not going to tuck the fronts in until we do that. There's really no point because I'll cut it all at once, and you know, why get carried away with that? So with that being said, I found the slider plate that goes underneath the trim ring, kind of like so, and that will cover up all of the shift boot and everything. But when we ordered this kit, there's supposed to be two little retainers that bolt on each side here that hold that slider in here and let it slide instead of fall out. So I ordered those two retainers, the sill plates. I went ahead and ordered some little zip tie deals for the fan. I'm actually going to use them on the shroud, not the fan, because I think that'll work better. If that doesn't work, I just won't use the shroud and I'll just use the fan, because the fan pretty much takes up the whole radiator anyway. So comes down to it, I won't use the shroud. I'd really like to, but ordered those, and I think it's pretty well it. So yeah, got that stuff coming. That'll finish up the interior pretty well. We do have to recover the back seat yet. That's probably going to be a whole episode endeavor on its own. Never done that. Not looking forward to it. I've heard stories, but maybe it'll be easy. I don't know. So tonight, since these are done, I just put that one in tonight, but you saw me do this side, so same thing. Might try to get the dash put in and the steering wheel bolted on and steering wheel pad put on, and that would pretty well wrap up most of the interior. We do still have the seat belts to put in, so we can do that too. So keep plugging away here. Another day, a little bit of progress. So we got the new sill plates and sill plate extenders in, or whatever you want to call them things, the back sill plates. This side is done. It's all nice up there, tucked in around the headlight switch. Yeah, looks good. This side's good. The dash is back out because I hooked the power to it, hooked the battery to the car, and pulled the headlight switch to test the lights. Nothing came on, so pulled the dash back out, and when you just hook a wire up to it, everything lights up like it should. So got to diagnose that, see what's going on there, if we got a bad switch or what the deal is. But that's why that's out. That'll be easy. I just popped the wheel out for now just to make that easier, but we're gonna jump to the other side and get the other side sill plates in and all buttoned up. That way the carpet is done. Then all we'll have left on the interior is the back seat and the dash and steering wheel and the console, and that should be pretty simple stuff. So we're gonna jump right to that side, get it done. All right, so on the passenger side, we're gonna do the same thing we did over there, but I did that one pretty quick, didn't video it. So kind of show you what I did. I'll give you a kind of an overview, and then we'll jump to just some quick time lapse and we'll get it done. So basically up here, kind of hard to see, but this is all excess stuff, you know. It's not all gonna fit under this side cover, so I have to cut this down where it will fit up there just a little bit, all the way down and all the way over here. Then looks like it should be okay. You can have a little bit hanging over. That sill plate will kind of lock it on there. That's kind of the whole purpose. And then we'll cut out a little spot for, you know, the screws. And then we'll do the front side, and then we'll do this back one the same way. Cut out what we need, and then, you know, cut out the excess on this side. And then once we get the sill plate in here, then we'll do the back sill plate. If we get it all cut right, I might try to do the back sill plate first, because I had to slide it under the front one on that side. So maybe we'll try to do that first and then do the front sill plate. But yeah, that's the general idea. It's pretty easy, not much to it. So we're gonna go ahead and jump to a time lapse and get it done. there you have it. So that's probably going to wrap up this episode. I know it doesn't seem like a whole lot. That took some time. 3 separate nights, 3.5 probably. It's a process, so we're getting there. Like I said, dash, console piece, and rear seat, pretty well done with the interior. So pretty excited about that. Really happy with how it looks. I like the carpet. The console turned out pretty cool. With the dash and everything in there, it's gonna look really nice. Love the door panels, they look great. Once we get the interior done, it's on to hearing this thing for the first time. That is gonna be pretty fun. So interior done, we're gonna get the gauges all put in, and then we're gonna be pretty well cooling system, fuel system, listen to this thing run. So we'll have a little break-in period for the new cam and everything. We'll prime the oil system, all that good stuff, make sure we got oil pressure, spin it over by hand a couple times while we're priming it, make sure everything's nice and lubricated, and then we're gonna just hit it, see what it sounds like. And yeah, once we do that, we're gonna be pretty well underway. We do have to finish one thing on the steering, I believe, and that's pretty much it. We got to put I think we got the fuel lines in back there. We'll just have to change them up here. So yeah, we're getting close. I'm pretty excited to get this thing running. Pretty excited to drive it. We'll see how it goes, and see what it does. It's been a long time coming, so I know you guys kind of like the Nova content. So yeah, we're gonna get this thing finished up and out of here, and we're gonna get the Apache going too. That's pretty high on the list. So these two are gonna be what we're grinding on for a while. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it as always. Always appreciate sharing or anything you'd like to do. So thank you guys again. See you soon.
Sky's not the limit, it's just the beginning.